Hello, Griffins. Indicator lab today. So here's the video to help us get through it. First, background. What is an indicator? I want to know what an indicator is. Maybe refer to this table about which indicators we use. Okay, please fill that out. Purpose. The purpose of this lab is to verify that the indicators do what the reference table chart tells us they're going to do. And then we're going to use indicators to determine whether some unknown solutions are acidic or basic. Okay, there's the purpose. Procedure. Here we go. So follow carefully. You're going to need 5 test tubes. In the 5 test tubes, I'm going to test all 5 pHs with one indicator. So the first solution says to use methyl orange. I only have 6 indicators. We are going to skip over methyl blue. I don't have that, but it's also not in the lab for you to do. Okay, so the first one will be methyl orange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of pH 2 and I'm going to put a squirt in the test tube. And then I'm going to take some of pH 4 and put a squirt in the next test tube. All the way down the line, 5 pH solutions, 5 different test tubes, then methyl orange. So I'm going to put 1 to 2 drops of methyl orange in each. Then I'm going to fill out my data table. So here's where at pH 2, I want to record what color test tube for pH 2 is. I don't want to show you ahead of time what the color is going to be. I want you to determine that on your own. That's why I didn't really put solutions in here. You have your choice. You can write the color that you see here, or you can color the color that you see here. Good? 2 more tips. I need you to put a note under phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein, this clear one, even though it's the 3rd one on the list, we need to do that one last. And here's why. When you are done, all 3, you're going to dump them in the waste beaker. You are going to carefully rinse them with some water 2 to 3 times and bring them right back without dropping them and breaking them. Okay, and we're going to reuse them, the same 5 for the whole lab. So phenolphthalein, put a note, please. I'm going to not probably let you do the lab unless I see the note. We're going to do phenolphthalein last because then I will wash your test tubes. They'll stay in the sink. We'll wash them up. And phenolphthalein tends to stick to the glass. So it really does need to be washed with a chemical to get it out of there. If you use phenolphthalein beforehand and then you go and put a base, pH 10 in there, it's going to turn colors before you even put an indicator in because it's going to kind of stick to the glass, okay? All right, next piece. We have some analysis questions that's based on the data that we just took. We can do those. And then there's this little last piece about pH. So on the very last one that you do, let's say it's phenolphthalein because it's the last one you do. You do need to take one other precaution on this data table here, and I wish that they were kind of together, but they're not. You need to use the good old-fashioned pH meter. We're going to turn it on. It's going to give us a digital readout. I want you to actually, for pH 2, get me a pH reading. And here's the key. In between using this in this test tube, it needs to be rinsed thoroughly with running tap water or with the squirt bottle into the sink because otherwise it's going to affect the pH here. And it needs to be fully rinsed before it goes back in the water. It must be in the water at all times. Okay, we do not want to let this and its sensor be out and let it dry. That would be bad for the sensor and it's not going to read the right pH. Okay? Then next, you need to find 3 unknown solutions. We're going to find out in the morning if we're going to do that or not, because I don't see a spot for you to write it in here. So what's going on with that? Noakes Monaco had a mess up. I don't see no spot for solutions other than in the claim. So if there are unknown solutions tomorrow, you will test them the same way and figure out what their pH is. If there isn't, that's a gimme and you don't have to do that piece. How's that sound? We'll make that good. Data and evidence interpretation. Talk about the pH values that we got from our pH reading and being able to turn those into concentrations. And that is pretty much the lab. This should be pretty quick and easy. The thing is that we have to take turns. I only have so many chemicals. So it's kind of a lot to do. I need to use all 5 of these, and I need to use one of those. So we can get a few groups working as long as we're working safely. And I have lots of test tubes, so we're good there. It's just there's a limited amount of beakers for the actual chemicals, so we will have to take turns. Otherwise, it should be pretty fast to get through all 5 indicators and get some data results. Good? Questions, ask me tomorrow. See you guys.